Hey guys, sorry, just eating my chili. Just got home from clinical. But just like I promised, here's our crash course on education. For some of you, this will be a review. For others of you, well, buckle up, hold on tight. We're gonna go through this kind of fast. But just know I'm always here for you if you have questions. So first of all, you should have your folders by now. If you don't, come see me ASAP. I'll give you my address, text me, whatever. I'll get you your folder. You're going to need it to watch this video because we're going step by step through the folder. You should also have a pen, highlighter, whatever you want to write on. Take notes. This will help you keep this throughout your whole entire ambassador career. I still have mine from when I got into the organization. Still look at it when I have questions. You can see how our organization changes from year to year. Also, your mentor should be sitting right next to you, like right there, watching the video with you. So be sure your mentor is beside you. This counts as the mentor-mentee hour. You need 5 of them. Ambassador related. This is ambassador related. So get your mentor, grab a pen, let's get ready. So for most of you, you may have already been through the folder. You'll find some goodies in there. There's a letter from me, a letter from Ashlyn. There's also everybody's contact information. If you read the letters now, they may be a little confusing because they're more towards fall retreat, but I mean, mine just tells me how awesome y'all are and how much I love you. So let's get started. Chapter 1, meet our superheroes, check out Russ, hot as shit. This chapter just has a whole bunch of information about, like, who our exec board is, who our advisor is. You guys should know this already, but it does have everybody's contact information on it. We got our emails, our phone numbers, our office hours. Just know that if you never ever need anything, you can always contact one of the exec board members. Dr. Roeder's usually in our office. You know, you can come get K-Ma. I'm always here for you guys. And then you'll also see our membership board, our appeals board, and our committee heads. If you're not on a committee yet, hit up Corey. You just have his number. Look at that. You need to be on a committee. You need to be getting those committee hours. Get involved with your committee. There's a lot of cool stuff coming up, like the alumni networking event. We're going to the soup kitchen with community service. So make sure you're on your committee and you're doing work. Like I said, you guys have been in our organization long enough, so you kind of know how our organization works. But the next page you'll see is our hierarchy, our chain of command, whatever one you want to call it. This kind of gets updated every year. We added in a new position last year, which is Lee's position. We're going to add in a fundraising committee instead of a philanthropy committee, so that'll change down here. But just take this out and let's go over it. So at the top you'll find the president, which is Ashlyn, and she serves as the leader of our organization. She's kind of the head of everything. Madame President, as we like to call her. Underneath Ashlyn, you have the rest of the exec board. So on the far left, you'll see the Vice President of Constitutional Affairs. That's going to be Ken. He oversees our appeals board. He ensures that everyone meets in requirements to be an ECU ambassador. And underneath him is his appeals board. And they help him, when you send in an appeal, they help him decide, well, should we approve it? Should we give them more hours? That type of stuff. So right under Ken is his appeals board. They work hand in hand. The next one is Vice President of Events. That's Diana. She's in charge of coordinating all our volunteer events, contacting people back when they request us, setting up events, that type of stuff. She also keeps track of all your volunteer hours. At the end of the year, she'll actually send all of your hours that you have over to the Volunteer Learning Service Center. They'll keep track of them, so when you go graduate, apply for a job, need how many hours you've done for a class or something, you can go over there and be like, oh, hey, look, I have 500 and something hours. I think I calculated mine this past weekend for a letter, and it was like 542 or something like that. So it's a good thing to have. But that falls under Diana. And then under Diana are our tour coordinators. They're in charge of getting all our tours for us, tour training you guys, which you should be signing up for tour training right about now. It's on OrgSync. If you're not on OrgSync, we're going to go through how to get on there here in a second. Please sign up for tour training. It's mandatory. You got to do it. But our tour coordinator is Charlie. He's awesome. He knows what he's doing. If you need somebody to shadow a tour, go shadow Charlie. Like, he knows everything about this school, I swear to God. Like, he probably knows when the stairs in front of Joyner were built. He's in charge of our tour manual too. You'll find our tour manual in there. We're going to go over a little bit of tour etiquette at the end of this video. Next is VP of Administration. That's Russ. He kind of does all our odd jobs for us whenever we need help. That's kind of what he does. He also handles our finances for us, our budget, getting our dues, keeping track of you guys, who's inactive, who isn't inactive, that type of stuff. Then we have our VP of Committees, which is Corey. He's kind of the steer of everything going on in each of our committees. So under that, you'll find all of our committees. You guys should all be on one. If you ever have questions about what they do, go ask your committee head. You should be getting emails from them saying, hey, we're going to do this week. Hey, we're meeting this week. But just so you know what you're doing in some of them. Alumni Relations is Jalen. You're working a lot with our alumni. You guys are right now doing a lot with our networking event, getting that set up. We'll have another one in the spring. Just making those connections, which are always good for future reference. Community service is Molly. And right now she's heading up philanthropy, but that's going to change to fundraising later. But Molly's kind of in charge of like smaller community service events, stuff that we put on. Not that people request from us, but stuff that we put on, like our prom. Relay for Life. We're now going to the soup kitchen. Props to her for setting that up. So that's under Molly. You'll see off to the left-hand side prom sub chairs. They're kind of like our homecoming chairs that we had this year, and you guys will be able to run for those if you'd like to help out with our prom. Really cool event. I'm so excited for it. Like, I'm already counting down the day. We already set the date, so look out for that. But that's under Molly. Pride's next. That's Amanda. She's doing a kick-ass job with all our Pride events. She's out there boosting our morale for our organization, getting us all together just so we can relax and have fun, take a break from studying. Emeritus is Cami. She's in charge of our scrapbook, doing stuff for our seniors. She does a lot. She's a lot of behind the scenes, so please make sure you're sending her all your pictures. Then we have convention, that's Leslie. You guys have heard all about our Case ASAP conventions. That's coming up in February. Leslie's in charge of planning stuff for our lip sync, putting in things for our awards. Nominating Dr. Roeder for advisor stuff, like all that type of stuff. That's all under Leslie. Intramurals is Boop. Well, you know what she does. Come out and play soccer with us on Thursday. We need ya. It's cold. It shouldn't be that cold on Thursday, though. But come out, have fun with us. She puts all that together, and she definitely needs some help out there. Philanthropy was a committee, but we are now moving it to fundraising. More about that will come out as the semester finishes up. But if you're interested in being a fundraising chair, let Corey know. But they're going to do a lot of our stuff, raising money for our organization so we can put on events, that type of stuff. So, like, they'll raise money for prom and relay and Pride events and that type of stuff. Pirate Traditions is now under Derek. Of course, he did homecoming. You'll see homecoming chairs out to the right of that. So he did a lot with homecoming. But now he's kind of just trying to start some new traditions on our campus. One of the big things that they'll be doing is Walk the Plank, which is a really big campus-wide thing, not just an ambassador thing. So that's all of our committees. Next is, well, that's me, Vice President of Membership Development. I'm in charge of all my babies and educating you guys and getting you ready to be the best possible ambassador you can be. I'm in charge of our recruitments, just kind of like building us into better leaders because we are a service and leadership organization, so that's kind of my role. And then last but not least is Vice President of Communications. That's Lee, and she's in charge of promoting us and communicating in and out of our organization and linking us up with other organizations and posting on our social media sites and paroling your social media sites, making our awesome t-shirts, all that type of stuff. So that's all under Lee. And that ends the first chapter of our book. Whoop, whoop. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope it wasn't too bad, too long, only about 30 minutes. But be sure now you need to take a quiz. Both you and your mentor have to take the quiz, so I need 2 separate quizzes from you guys. It's not hard, it's just to make sure that you understand it. And from here on out, if you have questions, ask your mentor. That's what they're there for. Ask me. This is what I'm here for. Ask Exec, that's what they're there for. We're all willing to help you out and get you going. So I hope this video has helped recap some stuff, get you started. I know you guys are going to do great. If you have any questions regarding anything at all, come and see me. I'll be around campus all week. Love you guys. Bye.